Yo, what's good? Everyday Superpower signing in with a little discussion. My question is he exposing himself to you? Is he exposing his genitals to you? Is he exposing his genitals to you? It's a simple question. Is he doing it? Has he done it? When does he do it? Do you do it? Importantly, when do you do it? Have a think about it. Genital exposure happens a lot. Between men, man to woman. It's taken the internet by storm. Years ago, they called it manspreading. Alright? When a man spreads his legs far and wide, exposing himself to the world, taking up more space than he should. It's territorial, it's dominant. I can't stand it when another fella does it to me because it's a showcase that he feels he should be exposing his manhood and his self-perceived dominance over I. So me being aware of what's going on before me, my ego sort of feels a bit uncomfortable with that manner, but I pay attention and I acknowledge it, and it's going to happen with those in positions of authority. It's going to happen a lot less with subordinate figures and coy figures and those who feel a little lesser of themselves, or as far as the hierarchy is concerned, whether it be in the family, the workplace, the friendship group, the general conversation and communication. It's going to vary completely. So are they exposing themselves to you? The thing is, if you removed the clothing, what they would be doing is swinging their dick all over the place, exposing it, letting it dangle in front of you, right? Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? But that's what it is. Just because they have jeans on doesn't make them any less of the animal they had come from. We are a higher primate. We still are an animal. We still biologically work in animalistic ways. We just developed a conscience and a human thinking, logical brain, and started to think of ourselves and perceive ourselves as something else. Now, whether aliens got involved in the middle ground, that's up to you. Some conspiracists believe that, or should I say some critical thinkers theoreticize that and say that may be the case. I don't know. But as far as the biological component goes, the primitive side still wants to expose the phallus. It happens through art, it happens through vehicles, it happens through buildings, it happens through whatever you want to look at as far as the man's creation. Phallic objects, extensions of the penis. Is he exposing himself to you? A man will do so to express his masculinity and his manhood and his virility, if that's the way you pronounce it, to women. Have a look at this. I'm so proud of this. I want to showcase it to you. In the workplace, the boss will stride, okay? Taking up more space than anybody else in a territorial fashion, taking up all that space for themselves to showcase what their worth and what their value is. And spread the legs far and wide, and sometimes you look at it and... Now, don't get me wrong, I can read this. So I don't know if somebody who is unaware is picking this up or not. I suppose people within reason pay attention to the patterns of, body behaviour, gestures and characteristics of others. So I'm not going to say that people who aren't involved are completely ignorant to the fact that people portray themselves in this manner. But I look at it and I think, wow, that is absolutely ridiculous. People will, your boss, your supervisor, people on your level whom feel that they have some sort of dominance over you will feel subconsciously comfortable enough to the degree where they will extend their leg over and beyond onto another, onto a stair or onto an object of sort, not only taking possession of that as to which they are now connected to and taking ownership of. In doing so, just exposing the inner of the leg and the genitals to you, another man. What the heck? Yo, I go out of my way to not do this, right? Maybe if I wasn't educated on how this communication works, I would be more successful in imposing myself upon others. But considering I know what it is, I try to go out of my way not to be so overt with these behaviors. It's uncomfortable to me, right? If you sort of dull it down a little bit, you will see the breadth of stance, a more broader stance, will still be a showcase of the genitals. Now, what you also have to take into consideration in exposure of such, the individual in question is comfortable, confident, and fearless in the face of you potentially attacking them, because they're not gonna expose their, their soft spots as an animal. They're not gonna expose these areas given they aren't comfortable. So you could perceive that in a way of them fearlessly tempting you, or alternatively them fearlessly believing that you are in a comfortable communication. So if that's your boss and you're trying to get a raise at work, or if that's, somebody who's got a potential opportunity for you, it's not the worst case scenario, purely as they feel comfortably dominant in a position where they can expose themselves in such manner. Their subconscious is manifesting that into your communication, and now you can look at them and understand, right, so I'm rightfully playing my role as a subordinate. They are rightfully, and believe that they are superior in their way towards me. They need to offer me something. They feel comfortable around me. They don't feel challenged. They don't feel like they are in a battle with me, okay? And that might seem stupid. Why would you put yourself in that position? Well, contrary to what these masculine spokespeople will tell you, that you need to be the top of the top of the top and no man should ever step on your feet and so on and so forth. It doesn't work like that. There are hierarchies of many different sorts in your everyday communications. And if you want to receive what you want and what you believe you are worth, you have to play submission at times. You need to be a subordinate at times, okay? So sometimes you need to face that. And I'm going to do another video on that. Being submissive. Without further ado, I'm going to sign out, people. I'm full of beans, as you can tell. I got stuff to do today, so peace and love. Click subscribe, yeah?